My total spend at the Goodwill was $75. My total spend at the Goodwill was $75. It actually had totaled up to $78.15. I had a 10% discount. They took off $7.81, and then I rounded up. So when it rounded up, it went to $75 even. Let's get into the haul. And actually, that kind of surprised me, even though I knew I was putting expensive items into my cart. I didn't add it up along the way, and so I was kind of surprised when she goes, oh, that's $75, and I'm thinking, wow, didn't realize I spent that much. But I had a cart full, not up to the top, but the whole bottom of the cart was full, and I got some really good items here to flip, and a few items for myself. Let's just get into it. I'm just going to drop that receipt right on the floor, and I'm going to reach over here because I have everything stacked this way and a few items back there. Now, I am stepping out of my comfort zone. I don't even know what made me look at this, but I saw this little curler set, this little roller set. It's $4.99. Now, all the prices I'm going to tell you, just remember that I got a 10% discount off of that before the roundup and before tax. I do pay tax on the things that I buy. I was looking at the bigger sets of rollers, and I see them all the time and I ignore them, but a new cart had been rolled out and this little set was on it, and I'm like, wow, that looks pretty new, looks pretty unused. I was like, for $5, I'm putting it in my cart. And then I did look it up later, and I'm like, okay, I can sell it for $15 to $20, and I just want to try. I just want to dabble a little bit in something that is out of my comfort zone and completely in a different category. I'm trying to learn as many categories so that, hey, if this is like a $20 item and I'm at a garage sale and someone's like, oh, it's $1 or $2, I know to pick it up because that's an easy, an easy flip. Oh, I think I'm just gonna, reach down here. Oh, let's drop that on the floor. Okay. The next item up is a pair of Skechers. So as you guys know, I sell everything. I sell fashion items, clothing, footwear, handbags, jewelry, all that kind of stuff. And then I also sell a lot of vintage. Today is a little mixture of everything. And I sell anything that I can flip for a profit, like housewares like those, rollers and curlers. And there's another houseware item behind me I'll show you in a minute. So this is just a pair of... I was going to say Skechers, but these are Asics, right? Oh yeah, these are the Asics. I was looking at Skechers, and this is like the third time I found a pair of Asics in this store that are in really good condition. And these are, it says, new set trim. I don't know what that says on there. If you guys know what that says, I didn't actually look it up, but it has words the whole way around here. These are really kind of soft, real cushiony there. They're very flexible in terms of cushion. Oh yeah, it says Noosa FF. That's what it says. It's in the inside there. Can you guys see that? I'll get my face out of the way. That way the camera focuses on that. So I paid $4.99 for these, and I would expect to get somewhere in the $25 range for these, maybe a little bit more. They are my size, so if they don't sell, which I think they will sell, but if they wouldn't sell, they actually fit me. So I look out for that sometimes too. I'm like, and it's always hard. Do I sell it or keep it? Oh, this was one of the first items I picked up. Isn't that cute? It's a polar bear on a pillow. And even though it's just a single pillow, I'm like, this is really cool and neat and very contemporary. And when I see items like this, I automatically think Poshmark. I'm going to put it on eBay, but I also automatically think Poshmark because there's a younger demographic on there, and they look for things like this in terms of, you know, putting in their dorm rooms or their bedrooms, or maybe their first apartment, things like that. So this is kind of unique, and I paid $2.99 for it. It doesn't actually have a tag on it. They just, you know, they just go by these little, you know, this is a green little thingy there, the little wickets or whatever you call them, and it was $2.99. I expect to get somewhere in the, you know, $15 to $18 range for the polar bear. Isn't he just adorable? Just love him. Next up is a woman's top, and I just happened to just stop my cart and I just glanced over because I'm always attracted to like patterns. So I saw this pattern. I'm like, oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. And when I looked to see what the brand was, it was Torrid. Always pick up Torrid. I can sell this top for $25, $30, somewhere in that range. I looked it up on Poshmark. This is a cold shoulder top, and that's exactly what they were all listed up for. Some of them were listed up as high as $28. And I'm like, Torrid is always a good brand to pick up. And ironically, in this same Goodwill, months ago, I was in there and I walked over to the dresses, which I almost never look at. And for whatever reason, I started at the one end, which happened to be the larger sizes, or large and extra large. And there must have been 5 or 6 Torrid dresses. And I'm like, Torrid. I'm like, couldn't put my finger on it. And I'm like, that sounds like a brand I should be picking up. I should just put these all in the cart. I didn't. I forgot to look it up while I was still in the store, because I could have walked right over because nobody was looking at these things. I looked it up when I got home, and they were all, I could have got so much money for each one of those dresses. So now I'm like, well, somebody's buying Torrid and it's going in that store. Either it's a person buying it and cycling out their clothes, or these are dresses that can't be sold, and these are like overstocks and they're getting in there. Although these are not new with tags, so I think it's somebody's personal clothing that's getting donated there. So I'm going to keep my eye out for Torrid every time I go into that store, that particular one. This one right here, this is just a pair of summer pajamas with a really nice like little like flowers and roses. It's like pink and white striped, and I just thought this is so pretty and adorable, and I looked them over really well, and it's just the Cherokee brand. I'm like, this is a generic brand, but I actually got these for me because I like summer pajamas, and I have a couple pair of what I would consider like summer pajama bottoms like this, but they're ugly. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought them. They're ugly, so I'm going to donate those and use these instead. And I know when you say something's ugly, you're like, why would you donate something ugly? You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and just because I don't like something in my own closet doesn't mean somebody else might not like it. I am more attracted to like the prints and the flowers like that, and somebody might be more attracted to the other ones, which are more or less like blues and grays and different patterns on them. Again, I don't know why I bought them in the first place. Must have been a good sale or something and I picked them up. So let's see here. The next thing I have is a pair of Levi's. These are Levi's shorts. You can see they're like, have this little fray part down here. These are red tag, and they are new with tags, which I was like, you can't beat that when they still have this on it. And does it have no price on it? No, there's no price tag. I'll have to look up what they originally sold for. So whenever you see in my store this yellow orangish, I guess it's like an orange tag. Orange tag, you have to flip this over and see what it says right there. $7.99. I didn't do that one time, and I was surprised at the register. So now I know if it's got an orange tag, that normally the shorts would have been like $4.39 or something like that. But if they're orange tag, you have to look on the back to see what the actual price is, and these were $7.99. So I got a pair of these. I think I can sell these for $30 to $35 on eBay and or Poshmark. And then I was in the men's section. Well, I'll be jumping back and forth because my pile's not in any particular order. I was in the men's section just looking through the shorts and bathing suits, because we're coming up on bathing suit season coming up. However, people do take vacations to warm places and they go online to look for bathing suits because there's stores don't sell them right now, or there's very few selections. These are actually just shorts. These are North Face though. Let's see if I can get that tag up for you. You guys can see that. Did that flip down enough that you can see it? So these are men's North Face. It has it there too on the short right there. Built-in belt. It's got this nice like snap belt. Lots of pockets. They're kind of long. They're like a cargo short. And I looked these up and they have them listed in Poshmark for $35. These were orange tag, $7.99 each. So $7.99, $7.99. I got 2 pair. And I'm going to sell those for around $30 to $35. So that's a pretty good flip. That's why don't shy away from, sometimes when, and I did this too when I was first starting out reselling, I didn't want to buy anything expensive because I was like, if it doesn't sell, I'm out all that money. However, if you come across something like this, North Face, you know that name. It's a well-known, expensive brand, and it resells for good prices. And so I felt confident without even looking it up. I just looked it up before I turned the camera on to see what they were selling for, because I knew I was going to get my money back plus a lot of profit, because I'm a little bit more comfortable spending the money. And that's why I don't shy away from these orange tags now. When I see something with an orange tag in the rack, I always go over to see what it is. When I'm looking down the rack, I'm like, oh, there's an orange tag. Let me go see what they think is an expensive brand, or is it new with tags, anything like that. And, it's a yay or nay whether or not it goes in the cart. Another item I picked up, another orange tag, $7.99. This was, bumped the camera. A pair of Dockers. These are kind of like a green color, and they are new with tags. Let's see if there's a price on these. It does not have a price. Yep, there's no price anywhere. But these, I'm going to try them on and see if they fit me. I will have if they do, I will have a new pair of shorts. And of course, $7.99, there's nothing wrong with paying like $8 for a pair of new shorts at a thrift store. But I also got that little discount, so got 10% off on that. Oh, and I always, if they don't fit me, they immediately go up. I resell them, and then I will get even more money for them based on what Dockers resell for. So even if I did pay $8 for them, and let's say I can only sell them for $15, that's okay. I will make a little bit of profit, and I'll get my original, investment back too. Next up, and these are so big. Here, I'll show you the back name first. They're Billabongs. They are men's size 38 swim trunks. I just thought they were so cool. Look at that on the leg there. So awesome looking. This is the back of them. It looks cool in the front because they have this right here. I thought that was awesome. I was like, wow, these are really cool. Big giant swim trunks. It says Andy Irons signature board shorts. So these are like for, ooh, I keep knocking that out of the way. I set my camera up different, and now I realize I shouldn't do it that way because I'm going to keep bumping it. So it says Andy Irons there. So I'm assuming he's a surfer. I don't know that name. Here it says Andy Irons, 3 times world champ, right on here. You guys can see that. I can't even get this close to the camera now because the handle that I use to move the camera around is facing forward. I normally have it facing off to the one side of the camera. So, haha, I learned something. Don't set my camera up that way. Okay, let's go and let's see here. The next one is this is Beverly Hills Polo Club. This is another men's bathing suit. Now this one was a blue tag. blue tag means that I spent, oh, let me grab this. Let's see if it tells me on here. There it is, $4.29. $4.29 for the blue tag. So now I didn't look these up. Oh, there it says Beverly Hills on the pocket. You guys can see right there. These are lined. They are in really good condition. Nice navy blue with red trim. I'm guessing I can get $20 or $25 for this. I know that my husband went to Florida one time and either forgot his suit or the suit he took didn't fit him right, so he went to go buy a new suit, and he couldn't, there was hardly any selection, so he had to buy what was there at the time, and he ended up paying over $50 for a swimsuit that he doesn't really like. He didn't have a choice in terms of, because he was already, you know, in Florida with his friend. He had to have a bathing suit right then and there. But if you're traveling and you know you're going to travel, you know, in a few weeks, look online. You might be able to get a really nice suit for like 25 bucks, even if it's used. Okay, let's see here. What do I have back here? Let's check this one out. Check this out. This is new with tags. It says the Big 10, I'm sorry, Big 10. It's kind of a weird way they do that. This is the 2016 East Division Champions, right? It says locker room right there. Paid $3.99 for the hat, but this is why I got it. It's Penn State. Now we are Penn Staters here. Here's the tag on the inside. And I'm like, wow, that's a brand new hat. I'm like, that's really cool. So I think we might be keeping this one. If I do list it, you'll see it in a listing video, but I think I'm keeping this for $4. I think it's a new hat. I'm not sure if it's going to be mine or my husband's. It's adjustable, so I'm looking to see what else it says in there. Collegiate licensed product. That's all it says. If I was to sell it, let's look in this there. Top of the world, it says on the inside here. I guess that makes, and then it's got the, you know, adjustable strap here on the back. I would think that I could get an easy $15 to $18 for this hat. Didn't look it up. If because of what it says on there, somebody might have wanted to get a hat and didn't, you know, from when they won back in 2016. And it doesn't matter the year. You think, oh, well, that's 5 years ago. Who would want that? Lots of people. Lots of people want these hats that have the actual year on them. And eventually they become vintage and they become more valuable. So if this is more valuable because of what it says on here, then I would sell it for whatever the higher price would be. But I didn't look it up before I started the video here. All right, now let's get into some housewares. All right, so I saw this hanging in where the pots and pans were, and I was like, ooh, check that out. Can you guys see what that is? It's all little farm animals, and these are to make those little mini pancakes. I wonder if you could put eggs in there, and then your eggs would have the little designs on them. But they're so cute. So this is Nordic wear. You're not going to be able to see it. It says, I saw the word Nordic, and I know that's Nordic wear. And then I did look this pan up online, and so I paid $5.99 for it, and it sells for not a lot of money. So I paid a lot for it. It's like $6, and I think I can get around $18 for it, or I guess $16 to $18. It's in really good condition, but my first thought is I don't like pancakes unless they're mini pancakes. So how fun is this? And I'm like, I think we might have to use this a few times. If we like it, we're going to keep it because it's just fun and novelty. You know, then if you get a new pan for yourself for $6, that's kind of cool. And if I don't particularly like it, or I find that we're not using it often enough, then I am going to sell it. So this might not come up for sale right away. Of course, if I find a second one, I will definitely sell one of the two. I'm going to keep my eye out for these. And Nordic Wear made all kinds of designs. This is the farm one, but they have different designs of this. So keep an eye out for these if you're looking to flip for a profit. Now to get into vintage, because I said I do everything. So these are going to be my Etsy items. This was one of the first things I picked up after the pillow, and I think the pillow and the hat were first, and then I picked this up third. And I was like, ooh, look at the pretty little plates, and there's a little stack of them. I like that. Now I don't know, because they're all taped together, whether or not they're all in really good condition, but when I flipped it over, I was like, oh, look at that. It says Villeroy and Bach. Without even comping it out, I put it right in the cart. For $3.99, I do not need to comp out that name. I know that's a good name in vintage dishes. And so what I did, just for learning purposes and to give you guys some extra information, was I looked it up on eBay. And so what I do is I actually just looked up the name, and on the back of it, it said it was geranium. So I just looked up Villeroy Bach geranium, and I wanted to see what came up. I didn't want to be specific and say like small plates or bread plates or anything like that. I did put plates in. I did put that in on the end of that. And so then it brought up plates. And then as I went down, and you guys are not going to be able to see that too much. So it has plates. And then I'm like, oh, there's egg cups, and there's bowls, and there's other things. There's other platters. There's whatever that is. I can't see because I'm looking, have this toward the camera, toward you guys. I think that's teacups and saucers. They even have pots and pans in this pattern. So these are all, it's made in Germany. A fondue pot there. They have what's called a like a sandwich platter, where you would put the sandwiches on. They have all kinds of things in here. Here's a little set, if you can even see that. You can look this up yourself. So if you look this up later, you can look it up. And then, oh, I'm not even sure what that is. Look at that thing right there. I don't even know what this is. So this is all the items that are up for sale. But if you go into the filter, the reason I wanted to show you what's up for sale is now you know to keep your eye out, not just for that pattern, but anything and everything in that pattern. Because when I went to the solds, I'm going to bring that up right now. Go to filter for solds. So here are just two of the salad plates. Now what I have there are the 6.5 inch and the salad plates. Oh no, come back. Oh boo. Let's get this back for you guys. It'll take a second. And okay, we are back in business here. Okay, try not to touch it this time. Okay, so at the top there is regular like salad plates, and they are like 8 inches or 8.25 inches, and they sold two of them for $24.99. Down below is a set of 5 dinner plates, which are the 10 3/8 inch plates, sold for $88.88 plus shipping. Look at those sold prices. So when you see that Villeroy and Bach, you're going to want, here's another one, a set of 6 dinner plates for $98.88. What somebody probably had is maybe they had a big giant set and they're parsing it out, selling it in pieces. Although you can tell by the background pictures whether or not it's different people selling them. Here's another set. Somebody sold a set of the salad plates, and they only asked $11.95 for 2 plates. That person way undercharged for that. They could have got so much more, unless there was condition issues with that. You always have to think about that too, or look at that if they had any kind of condition issue, and that's why they put it down for less. Here's one where they put up the dinner plates on auction, and they got 3 bids, and it sold for $58.99. Here is where somebody is selling off a set in pieces. So they have everything in there and you can pick and choose what you want, and they have different prices ranging from $7.99 a piece up to $49.99. Now, if you ever see the ramekins, the 4 little, if you guys can even see that, again, I highly suggest you guys look these up. 4 little ramekins sold for $80. $80. I am going to keep my eye out for Villeroy and Bach ramekins. And I think just about, you know, different patterns would sell for different prices, but I bet they're all in that same range. So these, somebody sold a set of 7, and I'm just getting up to that right now. 7 of these for $49.99 plus shipping. That's roughly a little over $7 a piece for them, and that's what I'm going to put my set up for. So 7 times 5 is 35, so I will be selling my set for around that price. Now, again, it depends on condition, so I'm hoping that all these plates are really in good condition and that, you know, I can sell them all. If not, I just adjust the price. If I have to take one out because it's, you know, chipped or broken or too much crazing on it, you know, to the point of it's not good quality, I will remove that and then just lower my price. But for $4, that's a good deal. And I have one more thing to show you guys, and then that'll be the end of this haul. And that was these. I thought these were just adorable. It's called the Fruit Garden is the name of the pattern, which of course there's fruit on there. And these are gold trimmed. These are like salad plates. And let me see here. One of these had more of the name. The Shafford. The Shafford. Hold on. Let me see if we, because they put the stickers. They always put this. The Shafford Company. So they're made by Shafford Company. They are vintage. She charged me $3.99 for this set of 4, so that's kind of nice. So about $1 a plate. I did not look these up. At a minimum, I would sell them for like $20. If I look them up and they're worth more than that, $20, $25 or something, I will price them up accordingly. But that is my whole haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys are having fun. You got to see a little bit of me, you know, shopping earlier in the video. I know this is going to be a really long video, and I apologize for that. But that's the way it is sometimes. Sometimes I have short videos and sometimes I have long ones. I'm still doing my 100 videos in 100 days. I thoroughly enjoy your comments down below, so please comment down below. I do read them and respond to your comments. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys later.